Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And today we're going to be looking at the lightest basketball shoes that you can get right now. A light and minimal shoe to me is something that's pretty important for a basketball shoe. Like for example, the Puma Clyde Hardwood. It's a pretty heavy shoe, it's like 14.5 ounces, right? But then it feels heavy, but like it's not crazy bulky. You know, there's not a lot of stuff going on with the midsole and the upper. And the traction and cushion and all that is really good, so I feel really quick playing in that shoe. So it's sometimes there are some shoes that it doesn't matter, that it's a little bit on the heavier side, but for the most part I like a very light and minimal shoe. So yeah, shout out to Lagan or Lagan.Horton2 for suggesting this video. Obviously don't take the actual weight so seriously, because most of the time in a lot of pairs of shoes, the left and right shoe are even like 0.3. I've even seen 0.4 ounces different. But I did weigh all of these shoes, and these are the top 10 lightest shoes that I have right now. So yeah, let's get it started off with the Kobe AD NXT Fast Fit coming in at 12.49 ounces, which is very surprising because Kobe's are usually a lot lighter than 12.5 ounces, you know. So does it feel light? It feels great. It feels really light and minimal on foot, but I feel like that strap and adding that fast fit system, you know, didn't really help with the weight. But you know, it's still a really light and minimal feeling shoe. So there's the Kobe's there. Next shoe, moving on to number 9, is a CP3.12 coming in at 12.45 ounces. Basically the same weight as the Kobe's. Feels very minimal, very light, and also very responsive because the traction is really nice in that shoe. Alright, moving on to number 8 is a shoe that I never thought would be on this list, and that's the Jordan 34 coming in at 12.38 ounces. So, you know, the 33, the 32, even the 31, and the 30s, and the 29, they're all heavy. They were all like 15, 16, even 16 ounces. So that was one thing that I really didn't like about, you know, most of Jordan's shoes, is that it was really heavy, very bulky, and sometimes even clunky and boot-like, you know. But they fixed that in the Jordan 34 and made it a lot lighter, and they cored out the midsole with that Eclipse plate and made the materials very minimal, you know, even see-through. So good job to Jordan on making the Jordan 34 as light as it is. So yeah, there's the Jordan 34 there. Moving on to number 7. It's the Jordan Jumpman 2020. Very crazy because Jordan brand, they usually don't make light shoes, I don't think it's something that they prioritize, you know, in their basketball shoes. But yeah, so we got the Jordan Jumpman 2020 coming in at 12.10 ounces. Very light and minimal feeling shoe, and the cushion is incredible. Traction is really nice as well, just not really good on dust. Alright, moving on to number 6, we got the PG3s coming in at 11.11 ounces. You guys already know, incredibly light feeling shoe. Very minimal, also very fast because the traction is top notch, cushion is very responsive, and I love the 4-foot zoom unit, and the materials are very minimal. Even though the materials aren't the best quality, they're very thin and minimal, so I don't mind it as much. Alright, moving on to number 5 is the Zoom Freak 1 coming in at 11.04 ounces. Also very light feeling, very minimal, and the fit was so good for me, but the traction just wasn't very good for me, especially on dust. So I don't know, I still need to try out like a solid rubber outsole option, but you know, once we get to that, we'll get to it. But yeah, so in this case, it's a very light and minimal feeling shoe, but not very responsive because the traction is bad. Moving on to number 4, we have the Kyrie Flytrap 2 coming in at 10.93 ounces. Super light, but it's almost that cheap, like, you know, it's a really cheap shoe. It's 80 bucks, and I believe it's on sale for like 60 bucks. So if you guys want to save money, that's an incredible shoe to get. But it's like, materials aren't like horrible. It's actually better quality than the PG3s. It's more of like a textile material, you know, so, and the traction is really good as well. And you have the addition of the outsole curvature, which makes it feel like a lot more fluid. So Kyrie Flytrap 2, very light. Moving on to number 3, we have the Curry 6 coming in at 10.83 ounces. You guys already know Currys are usually very light and minimal. The materials are just so thin. There's absolutely no padding or foam basically anywhere in the shoe. Just a tiny bit in the ankle area. And then the traction is really good, and the cushion, they use hover. Moving on to number 2 is the Curry 303 coming in at 10.72 ounces. They use like a synthetic leather material for the upper, which it's not the best feeling material. Like it doesn't look very great and the quality isn't there, but it feels really nice on foot. It's very soft and all that, and the traction is pretty nice and the cushion is very responsive too. So yeah, Curry 303 for the win there. The lightest shoe out right now that you can get is the Converse All-Star Pro BB, coming in at 10.30 ounces. If you guys want a very minimal shoe, very light, you feel like nothing's on your foot, then get this shoe, you know? I'm still waiting on the low. They haven't released the low yet. I thought it was supposed to release like a month ago. But I don't think they released it yet, because the ankle, you feel the ankle a little bit, So I like to have my ankle a lot more free. But other than that, traction is great. That React drop-in midsole feels awesome. It's very responsive as well. And the materials you guys already know, So yeah, that's the top 10 lightest basketball shoes you can get right now. I try to include just mostly good performers on this list. So that's it. If you guys want to cop, I'll leave links below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next one.